what is up?
Yes, what's up?
I'll make it sound more natural. Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, it's way more natural. I'm Frank.
And I'm Tori. And I know you guys have been missing our videos for the past couple weeks, so thank you for subscribing and staying tuned. We've taken a little break because the campers winterized, we haven't really been going too many places, and we've been busy with the holidays and stuff. But we're back, it's 2021, and we're really looking forward to camping this season. So to get ready and get our minds and heads in the game, we've put together 3 goals each of our camping goals for 2021. My first camping resolution for this year is to plan camping trips earlier. A lot of people already do this. You know, it's the second week of January. They probably have all of their summer campsites already planned out, ready to go, probably have the, booking done. I'm not one of those people. Normally what happens is it gets to around June or about 2 weeks out from any camping trip that we have, and I still haven't booked where we're gonna go. And Frank's like, where are we going? And I'm like, I don't know, great question. Then it's a huge scramble where I'm looking up campsites in the area. Where do we want to drive to? What do we feel comfortable driving to? Are there harvest hosts that we can go to? Calling people. Do you have availability? No. It's a bad system. I'm gonna just say it straight out. It's a bad system and I'm bad at it. When we went to Racetown Lake, we actually booked that a month and a half. That was the longest that we've booked anything out. And it was probably one of our favorite campsites. And I don't think we've gotten that exact site if we hadn't booked so far out. So that was the biggest lesson of all last season, and something I'm definitely going to keep in mind for this year.
And some people do luck out sometimes at last minute getting a site. I know some people do that method as well, but I think right now with the current climate, planning ahead is probably one of the best ways to go if you're going to go to a specific RV site or resort.
Yep, exactly.
So that kind of plays off my first goal, and my first goal is actually do more boondocking, which means going outside of those typical RV resorts and going off grid. You might not always have access to power and streamlined water or even black water dump off or sewage dump off, I should say. But you open up your possibility to going to a lot more places. Like we said, Harvest Hosts, which is a program where you can go to multiple locations like wineries, museums. You can go into different parks or different settings, and you can be kind of off the beaten path a little bit. Now, we're very fortunate. We can store our RV at our home. We also have permission from the township, and we have our own dumping station. So we can go out for a day or two, come back, dump our gray and black tanks, no problem at all. So we're very fortunate with that. I would say if you personally get into boondocking as well, you can map out. There's different dumping stations on the way, usually off of turnpikes. I know Cabela's, some other places like that offer it. So just plan that out ahead of time. But something not to be fearful of. We upgraded a little bit with our solar this year. We have a solar panel that we recently obtained. We have some power banks. We also have a quiet generator, so we can kind of go out on the, off the beaten path a little bit. And that'll help us too for those weeks. We're going to try to be more prepared, but sometimes it doesn't always happen. So if you want to take a quick day or two trip, it's a lot more plausible. That
kind of leads into another one of my big goals, which is to get more into making better fires and making fires easier. Right now, our current method of making a fire at a campsite is to throw a Duralog in with some wood and just go to town that way. That's a perfectly fine way to make a campfire. It totally is. But just a personal goal of ours, in case we're ever on Survivor or in some sort of survival scenario, is I'd like to be able to make a fire. Maybe with some flint, maybe with, how else do you make a fire out in the woods?
If we're on the show Survivor, the coconut husks.
Yeah, we need coconut husk and the dry, Point being, we would love to get better at making fires. Now, we did also get something that goes completely the other way. We did get a thing that attaches to our propane tank that's basically like a fire flamethrower.
It's like a mini flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower.
It's pretty great.
We're going to leave that at home for our fire pit at home.
It'll be a good life skill too. I was a Boy Scout for a very short period of time, so it's kind of embarrassing. I like Duralogs and lighter fluid, but it's good to know how to light them for real. So
yeah,
I think that's a great goal. Another goal of mine is extracurriculars. So we went to great places like Racetown Lake. My second goal is I want to do more extracurricular activities. What I mean by that is, and again, I'm usually pretty cheap if anyone knows me, and I like to be frugal for the most part, but buy myself expensive toys. Sorry, it's not the best trade I have in the world. But I want to start doing more while we're out. Again, what I mean by extracurriculars is like when we rented the boat at Racetown Lake. I mean, that was an awesome time. So not only at resorts and different locations can you do extracurriculars, but I'd like to really get into like if there's like canoeing or kayaking nearby, maybe rent some of those, or zip lining. I don't know if you'll get me to do that, but I'll get you to do that. But I want to do more of those type of activities that aren't necessarily inclusive at your resort or inclusive of boondocking, because let's be honest, boondocking, you're probably chilling in the woods or doing something like that. But basically just being a little more adventurous and doing things that are a little more off the cusp. Maybe do some research beforehand of where we're going and see what kind of extracurriculars in the area that are offered. I think it's a good value add to our existing experience, and I just think it'd be fun to do more of that. I definitely want to. Probably not able to buy a boat, so it'd be nice to rent one for the next year or two.
Yeah, we're boat renters for a while. Yeah.
Fair.
For a while.
While.
It actually leads perfectly into my third and final goal for this year. We are bad hikers, and I would love to get better at hiking. We took 2 hikes over the summer. We got lost terribly both times. I went out independently with a group of friends, also got lost on that hike. I'm a bad hiker. I don't know if it's just I can't follow like the trail signs or what it is, but we're not good hikers. So that is something, because that is available, especially at a lot of the PA like state parks, to do while you're camping. And I'd love to take advantage. It's free, it's easy, it's something fun and active to do. So that's something I'd really, really like to get better and get more into hiking this year.
Nice to take the dogs along too. I know when we started camping last year, due to everything going on, it wasn't really till later in the season when it was a lot hotter, so we weren't comfortable taking them on larger hiking trails. And with our track record, we'd be out there for half a day.
Right.
Might
as well pack a flare gun.
While my new hiking boots were the wrong size, and I was basically rolling and falling down hills and up hills.
I didn't include that in the video.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I think that's something that, is not just something that we can do while we're camping, but we have plenty of trails around here, and it's something that is free.
Yeah, walking. Who would have known? But yeah, a lot of places we go to have awesome places to hike and walk and great scenery, and we can take, photos and just kind of capture those memories. So kind of play off that one as well would be my final goal. So like I said before, sometimes I like to buy expensive gadgets. I'm one of those people, I'm an early adopter. I like the latest and greatest. And sometimes I go a little overboard. Last year I bought a lot of upgrades for the camper, the travel trailer, and I bought a lot of upgrades for different things that accommodate our experiences. Like I said, including the quad generator, solar, things of that nature. So this year, instead of just buying more, I want to take what we already have and just enjoy it, learn it to the best of its capabilities, have that kind of value add to our experience, but just really appreciate everything we have. Again, I'm one of those people late night on Amazon with a glass of wine or whatever that's in my hand, and I order a bunch of stuff and it comes in like a day or two, and I'm like, sweet, and then I use it maybe once or twice, for the exception of a handful of things I mentioned earlier. And it would just be nice to appreciate and utilize what we already have. So, and I know sometimes, we watch a lot of RV videos too on YouTube. That's one of the reasons why we got into it, is we want to share our experiences.
Yeah.
And sometimes some of those bigger names, they're sponsored. They have a lot of products that they want to, push out there. But I think we all need to go back to basics too, and just enjoy our family, enjoy each other, enjoy what we already have, and then enjoy those experiences off those existing items. So those would be my 3.
I think those are 3 good ones. We definitely have a couple months to go and get ready before we set out on our first camping trip. We're in eastern PA, so we still have like snowstorms and everything like that to deal with. Our camper is sadly winterized for a while. It's nice to think ahead and look forward to what we want to do.
Yeah, so I would say, again, please make sure that you comment down below of what your goals might be for the year. Even if you don't have an RV camper, or maybe you have a motor home, or maybe you have a pop-up, or maybe you're a tent camper. Right. What are your goals this year? What do you want to do to get out and experience more nature and experience more things out there? I think it's imperative to do, and I think if anything I've learned in the past year is I didn't do it enough. We bought the camper a couple years ago. We go here and there, but we just weren't doing it enough. Now we really got into it and really appreciate it. So please make sure you comment down below exactly what your goals are, things that you want to see. and do, and maybe we can learn from some of your goals as well. So I think it's good for us all to share in the community and kind of work off each other. Yeah, and if you want Frank to get a pontoon boat, give a thumbs up.
A thumbs up if Frank gets a pontoon boat.
But not till 2022 or after, because one of my goals obviously is enjoy what I already have.
Right, that's true. You're already breaking your goal.
So one day maybe. We'll see.
Well, thank you guys for watching this video. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.